Hi guys, welcome to our channel Keeping It Real. We just want to say a big thank you for all the likes, for everything that you guys have done, from sharing it to telling people about it. We see the comments and we really do appreciate you. It's your girl Titi and this is Ify.
Don't you looking for prophecy? Man, they told me I'm going to get married this year. God, I'm saying it.
No.
Hello, brother. Hello.
Hello. It was now discovered that there were certain facts that were hidden from us by China. So the world probably wasn't offering assistance because they didn't know how much assistance was required, because they made it seem like this work.
Let's move on to the disadvantage and the advantage of this pandemic.
To be honest, stress levels.
How you
Like, my stress levels went from, let's say, regular 4 to 9.5.
Why?
I was losing my mind.
Nah, like for me, like I didn't have to work from home, so that's why
Your job, you can't work from
my mental health was good
was
because
intact.
I was still interacting with people. Another advantage was like I was able to save. You're not going out constantly because
Personally, my man still looked good, so that's what I'm gonna say on that.
We got love, so single people, let's not afford that.
For me guys, my advantage, during that time, I actually took up a new course.
Woo!
Yes, and I'm enjoying it. So you really had to be hungry because the only employee that you can relate to is your family member. So you can't be angry, you're fighting. Let's do this one.
Good and bad. Let's see. I think the good is like I get to spend time with my family, like mom and dad. Fam, when you miss your mother's food,
See your mouth. As if you're roundabout.
oh, mommy, thank you. Mommy and daddy.
Like, so as a nurse, like obviously I was still working during the pandemic, so I found that it was
Thank
good.
you.
Oh.
Oh, can we clap?
Advantage now is supposed to be like the distance with people.
So if you're starting off from what you just said, what has pandemic taught you?
So like touching up on the like human aspect of it, like
General
it's just
life, everything.
yeah, like general, like because like one of the main things for me was the human interaction. That I know I have good friends and I know how much they mean to me, but like that pandemic, like just being in quarantine and isolation, really just placed emphasis on that, like how much like I value those contacts, those connections, like especially like with the choir, like because we usually go choir practice every Friday, and they're a second family, and I found it really hard not being able to see them and like hug people and like say hi to all the kids and all the children, especially in church. Because I'm quite like I can be a very physical person, hugs wise. Like I like a lot of hugs, so not having that much, it was different. I know people will say, "Oh, but you have a family at home. Let me go and try and hug my brother and see what happens." Like, what are you doing?
Oh.
So that's not happening. That wasn't happening.
If your brothers, if you're listening.
There's love out there, and they'll just have to accept it because they know by this stage that if they like sport, like they'll be looking at me like,
Get away from
I'm
me.
working, because like they were working from home. So at the same time, even though they were at home, I couldn't really go to them that much because I'm like,
We don't be a distraction.
exactly, they're in their work zone space. But it was actually nice seeing people in their work life. Like I'll see my brother talking on the phone, like, "Oh yeah, just email that back to me and I'll sort it out for you." And I was just like,
Yeah, I see you're responsible.
"Boss man." I was like, wow. I was like, a bit of pride, and like I was like, oh. The other thing, I suppose I can still do it now because life didn't really change much for me during the pandemic. But I was like, I can actually bake something. I have time to bake.
All the flowers finished.
Now I know, right? I know. I think everyone had the same idea. Everyone's like, I'm gonna.
So we could even bake.
But like, if you go early enough, to be honest,
that was hard.
oh, that's the other thing. That's the other thing for the queues. The queues in shops
Oh,
were
that was ridiculous.
mad.
Yeah.
Now the healthcare staff got a bit of slight advantage.
Okay.
What do you use?
Shine your
Because
badge.
we're at work, like so
So how do you
technically we
use it?
can't shop. You could just like show like, oh, bring your badge.
Bring your badge.
And then
That
you
way
go.
you have to.
But
My mama didn't know that because she was still queuing. Jesus.
I know it feels a bit awkward though. If you see a long line, I feel weird if I'm just going to walk straight up to the
I
front.
will use.
My mom.
Take my badge.
Yeah, for me that was really what I learned during the pandemic, just like the value of people more and a bit of baking, and that I can sort of make time for myself because I could do it even during the pandemic while I was still working. So really that was it.
What
for
about
me.
you?
Let's see.
Pandemic. Yeah,
What
I
did you
think.
learn?
I think for me, it's just life in general. I just feel like life is this world on its own is made to be on the go-go. Like literally, it's just going in circles. Like the way I look at the pandemic is like if, let's say, my life was taken right then and everything shut down. If I get to heaven, I'm gonna beg Baba God, please just return me. I have not finished. I don't think I don't think I'm there yet. Imagine that would do. Trust me. Be like, I'm sorry. This one is not. This is just a foreign land. I'm sorry. I'd like to go back to some. No, that was just it for me. I just felt like a lot of us, especially we professionals, we working class people, we're usually on the go.
Oh, yeah.
Even weekends you're working.
Oh, yeah.
Something is popping up. At what time did you take a break for you? I'm one that doesn't. I don't feel like I have traveled enough.
Oh yeah.
Because I haven't.
But there's nowhere
I
as
really haven't enjoyed
no country as beautiful as heaven.
I know, that's what I was gonna say. When she gets to heaven, she's
Like, I don't
want to go back.
When you said that, I was like, you don't want to go back. Like,
We don't want to.
But
When
then
you
you don't want to just Santa. I feel like
have free mansion,
Wait. If there's no Amala in heaven, then he might just deport me. But let me go and eat.
don't worry. That's what
who's to say we just provide
we
it?
actually we provide now. No, but that's just it
That
for
is
me.
not good.
At the end of the day, like I know everyone is beautiful and all, but I think at the end of the day, it just brings me back to if I take a break, like remember to take a break for you, like
live a life,
it's and live a life and enjoy it.
Appreciate
Like
it.
we all have problems, we all have troubles and stuff like that, but appreciate the present moment because you don't know what tomorrow holds.
Oh, yeah.
And that was just it. Like that's the biggest thing that I've learned.
Okay. For me, what I learned that time is like this. Cause like imagine guys, it was like 3 or 4 months, wasn't it?
Was it?
And you're like, that 3 or 4 months has finished already. It looked like it was gonna be.
It was long.
No, for me it's like it has finished. Why now? Not like why is the pandemic? No, not why is the pandemic. No, just like it has finished. So what I'm trying to say to you is, if you want to do anything, trust me, do it now because that's how it will finish too.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. Like,
That's
like it's finished. So whatever you want to do, just go for it now. Listen, don't say when I'm married because when you're married, probably have children, you don't have time. I was shocked.
But then you sort of nearly contradicted yourself because you said you realize you can make time, but then when you're married, you realize you don't have time.
No, because when you're married, you're gonna say when I'm married, maybe waiting for whatever. But when you're actually not married, you have
A lot more
flexibility time. Because during the pandemic, I was cooking. My son was hungry every time. I was doing teacher, shouting maths, English.
No,
so just do it. Just do it now. So yeah, and then I also learned that like life is so short. The amount of people that died, it was like the amount of people that died. It was like, and I think at first when people started dying, everyone was like, oh my god, and after everyone was just like, now I was like, okay then. I was just like, wow, what? Like, are we?
I think even before the pandemic, there's just been a lot of videos going about of people dying anyways, unrelated to illnesses, like to different things like brutality and whatnot, that we have become a bit desensitized to death. And it's sad.
I think I became a freak. Like I started crying. I don't know these people or whatever. Like even the nurses that died in the UK, like the nurse, there was a nurse twin that got COVID and died, and the pregnant lady, the black pregnant lady that died. Like, I was just crying. I don't know them, but for me, it's just like it's not fair. They're going to work. I was so emotional for me. So yeah, you just
and then they're leaving family behind, like especially.
And my mom is a nurse, so every time my mom is going to work, I'm just like, Olua. Every spirit of and you know. So like for me, it's just for me to love people more because the truth is that apart from COVID, you're right. If anyone can just die anyhow, if you get it right, you're kind of gone. So just love people more, be there for people. That's what you just taught me.
Yeah.
So what about you, Ben?
For me during the pandemic, what I learned a lot about myself actually. Yeah, lol. Nah, don't. That one is secret. But yeah, you learn a lot about yourself.
What kind of secret stuff do you learn?
Don't worry.
Ben, your pastor is watching.
The pastor is definitely watching me and he trusts me, so
Daddy,
don't worry about that.
comment if you're watching.
Yet I am the serious one, but let's keep going. So yeah, I learned a lot about myself. Like also like your mental state, like, you know, and then spiritual aspect as well. Spiritually, you learn a lot. But the most important thing was actually for me was I learned a lot about human beings, right?
Okay.
In terms of like, we actually have a lot of issues, but we use our day-to-day life to cover it. A lot of these things were coming out during the pandemic.
Wow.
Okay.
That's where it is. I learned that we, like, even for myself as well, when I have an issue, I was like, I have to go to work anyway so I can think about it later. I don't have to deal with it now. But then during the pandemic, I was just like, you know what, oh boy, you need to deal with this thing right now. You know,
Wow.
it's quite serious. So yeah, like even seeing a lot of your friends, like, like saying, oh, they're not feeling all right or whatever. Someone that you would normally say they're strong-minded and whatever, you know, it's a big eye-opener that even if you see someone saying, oh, they're strong or whatever, you don't know what's going on there in the background. So yeah, that's pretty much for me. So.
What about you, Yote? Nikini.
She's like, my eyes don't see something.
Oh, this thing is a plenty stuff. First things first. In this world, any man that tell you that he's busy, in this pandemic, he doesn't love you.
No, but the relationship matter.
I have to bring this. For my sister there that say, oh, he's not with me.
Why are you nervous? Why are you rubbing up the sweat?
Because I have to stand up from the guy. So
Somebody is sweating on their
You
behalf.
need to that relationship there.
No, I have to say this. I have to shake the table and break the leg. Okay? Because let me tell you something, this pandemic, all these people that are claiming busy day, I want, busy game. Every day, how are you? Hope you're right. I said, come. See, it's the same work you're doing, working from home. What's going on? Any man that cannot respond to your message, say he's busy. My sister block him. I give you the push. So I will help you to press that button.
They just ask, what did you learn? Not, how to give relationship.
These are the things I've learned. I just have to say this.
No, she learned that
That's what
people
I
are not too busy. That's what she
So
learned.
how did you
That
come
they
to
wouldn't,
this
especially if
conclusion?
you're important in their life. I think that's what she's saying.
That's what I'm
See,
saying.
I think that's what she's saying.
You don't tell me I feel
You're
like
important.
you're
I'm important to you.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
That's what your body is
See,
doing.
right.
Let me tell you something. Okay. Then only seconds. Like what he said. Your skeletons in your closet will come and find you. Especially when you're
Jesus.
Is the truth. So that's why, yeah. You gotta deal with your inner self.
Oh my
because this
gosh.
quarantine too, I saw my inner self, I said, wow.
No, it's true though, it's true.
I was shocked. And also as well, thank God for the kind of church I go to every day, pray on Zoom, morning and night. We thank God, God bless people. Choir parties, so I didn't miss anybody because I'm seeing people on Zoom every day. Choir parties too, every Saturday too. I didn't miss anybody because I'm seeing all of you. So it's good. My friends, so all of you, especially that you know yourself. If you don't reply my message, oh don't worry. My virgin, go meet, I will give you. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Up to the
Thank
next
you
one.
so much.
all right, okay. So let's talk about some things happened. No, not happened, but they became more popular during.
She said Zoom.
Don't rush.
Zoom.
Stop.
Let's talk about TikTok. Let's talk about TikTok. And I have to say TikTok actually. Did you guys see that post of the owner? What he said?
No, I didn't so.
No, I'm going to bring it out. I don't want to misquote. They're going to come and fire me.
To be honest, lads, there's enough social media out there. So when TikTok came out, I'd be like, I'm not.
But most of these celebrities were paid to, and then they were using
Sure,
to
just
distract
do
people
it.
from the actual world pandemic.
People actually talk.
So the owner, I got it, guys. So the founders said that TikTok was created for jobless and unstable people to keep them entertained during the
Thank God I don't have account on TikTok because I was not.
So,
Thank you.
that was the reason.
Thank you, my love.
That was the reason why he created it in the first place.
Wow.
And just to see how much people were using it. Maybe because we're not young. So just read.
Sorry, excuse 21.
Can I just say?
No, but guys, do you have TikTok?
No, I don't have because I'm not jobless.
I lie.
Wow, you did. I didn't say that.
Let me say something.
I didn't say that.
Let me say something. Yeah. If you have it, yeah, you keep going. Do you? Yeah?
Do you be?
It doesn't matter. Like you're not jobless. Don't listen to these people. That's where your breakthrough
That's not me that said
Actually,
I know, no, but she was playing on it.
I'm quoting what Uncle said in the
we might not have TikTok accounts, but we appreciate some of the
Well done.
content.
So like the content, people are boring. People are boring. They don't have
No,
it.
do you have Snapchat,
Wait.
Facebook, WhatsApp? WhatsApp,
I
I'll now
told my
put them on
family
red
that
messages and I'll be stressed
if
if
you
you follow
don't disgrace
TikTok.
yourself, I was like,
No, it's the truth. I won't lie. How many messages will you message
I
somebody?
actually told my
These are
family
people I
that
talked
I'm gonna
about.
go ahead and create. I've been doing some battery stuff. So why haven't
No,
you
she hasn't
created?
been- no.
No, I haven't created. I have created actually.
you have, yeah.
I just haven't posted because I was doing some rubbish
Oh,
stuff,
mate.
and I will send it to the family group chat.
Yeah, it was.
To the extent we need to see you. Do you know what my big sister said?
When you see people talking about you, don't worry. It means you are at the top. When you become the top, you become the topic. When you are the head, you become the headlines. So don't worry about what people are saying. The reason why they are talking behind your back, it is because they are already behind you. Hey! Touch your neighbor, say neighbor.
My sister said, all of you guys, Pastor will be telling you, you will become famous, and then you guys will just be there. We need to become famous. If you will be the lead for the family and posting.
but prayer, point of contact.
I was like, no, not that. But I actually thought, because I looked at the TikTok thing. Like, and to me, I feel like creativity, when you look at normal people and the stuff that you have to learn these things and you have to recreate it
But
and
it's
stuff like that.
oversaturated though.
Oh yeah, maybe it is
That's what they're
no, it's not even maybe it is over
Wait, I don't understand.
like the way
Oversaturated.
yeah, the way
Oversaturated.
The
Yeah, the
way
same
they
with
do it,
1
like,
million,
this
2
works, some
million,
people
yeah,
gonna
it's too
do
much.
yeah,
Too much,
you know.
abeg. Yeah, but you see,
But
that's
there's
different
people that are
people.
doing it,
Different
different people.
See that Don't Rush challenge, that brush, I will break that brush.
It's really irritating.
I don't know.
Well, you know when the little
They have to
children
do it, I didn't do
when they do it, I love the little children doing it because I'm telling you, they're just so cute.
The
It's-
Don't
it
Rush
gets
at the
boring,
start,
like,
it was beautiful. I was like, wow, this
first
is
few
so.
were
Don't watch
But then
the
it's so
same
pressure
thing.
because I was like, I'm not going to get up.
Guys,
You know
that's
what
what
I
I
say?
guys, you know that I think that it's mad that what I've done in this life is the jumping one that they jump into a new shoe. You know, you jump. Oh yeah. You know,
They have time.
Hold on.
Some of the outfits
I
back.
have to change the outfit.
No, the
The
outfits
outfit's
were
bad.
nice.
No, we
I
have to
like
change the
that,
outfit.
but
That's
it's
kind of time consuming.
It's if you're into content.
Me,
making,
it's inspirational. Also, there are some TikTok. There was this woman because they actually use the voice. Wait, no. Let me tell you. She said inspired to inspire. She's been saying that. No, because if you look at it, like they actually use sounds from different whatever. So you find the sound and you're just like, I want to use this sound, and you replay it and you react it on everything. And some of it are like preaching because I have a lot of. What's it called? Gospel words on mine, and I'm telling you, some of it for you ladies, right?
She just haven't uploaded.
I just haven't uploaded it because I'm telling you, by the time you realize, you will just see, keeping it real, ain't got nothing on me. I'm just. So it's like, what you?
It's not a competition. You're working together. You know that's what.
That's what they say now.
I'm joking now.
It's over.
Please.
I'll break up with you before you break up with me.
That's the spirit girlfriend.
No, some of it they were like, oh, they really check the ladies. Like they tell you exactly, like you ladies get your life together.
Oh, you
Did they not check the men?
Yeah.
Did they not check the men?
That's what they check the men. But I look at me.
That's not like you said she said celebrate and then she was talking about someone else.
Who said
this
that?
thing?
Wait, say what?
Fire.
Like imagine there was a saying
Wait,
that I
wait,
learned
wait.
from it.
What happened? No, I shouldn't listen to
He
this.
said that is how the Nigerian say girls be celibate and then suddenly
And then
she's
she's
pregnant.
pregnant.
So what she's trying to say to you is that they're encouraging you for what
Someone's
is
husband.